Have you ever felt like a circus performer juggling different aspects of your life, struggling not to drop any balls? An image we've all contemplated at some point, isn't it? The constant balancing act of life, a performance that never seems to end. But let's pause for a moment and consider, what are these balls we're frantically trying to keep in the air? For most of us, it's the usual suspects. Work, family, health, hobbies, personal growth, and the list goes on. Each one demanding our attention, our energy, our time. And so we juggle. We juggle because we believe that's what we're supposed to do, that this is how life is meant to be lived. But in this ceaseless act of balancing, we often find ourselves teetering on the edge of burnout, or worse, dropping a ball, causing a ripple effect of chaos in our lives. And then we scramble, desperately trying to pick up the pieces, only to start the juggling act all over again. It's a struggle, a seemingly never-ending cycle. But what if it didn't have to be this way? What if there was a different approach to this struggle, a different perspective that could change the way we view and interact with the various elements of our lives? Now imagine for a moment a philosophy that has withstood the test of time, a philosophy that champions tranquility, virtue and wisdom over chaos, excess and ignorance. A philosophy that doesn't promise an easy life, but rather a meaningful one. This ancient philosophy is known as Stoicism, an intellectual tradition that dates back to the 3rd century BCE. Stoicism teaches us that while we cannot always control the events that happen to us, we can certainly control how we respond to them. So as we continue this juggling act called life, perhaps it's time to ask ourselves, is there a better way to balance? What if I told you that the ancient philosophy of Stoicism might hold the key to a better balance? Stay tuned as we delve deeper into this intriguing philosophy and how it could potentially transform the way you live your life. Stoicism, a philosophy born in ancient Greece, offers a different perspective on life. It's a fundamental shift away from the chaos of trying to control everything, to a calm acceptance of what we can and cannot change. Let's start with the basics. Stoicism is built on 3 core principles. First, acceptance of things we cannot change. This is about understanding and embracing the fact that many things in life are beyond our control. We can't control the weather, the traffic, or other people's actions. But we can control our reactions to them. Second, focus on what we can control. Our thoughts, our emotions, our actions, these are in our hands. We choose how we react to situations, how we interpret events, and how we decide to proceed. Third, the pursuit of virtue. Stoicism posits that virtue is the highest good. It encourages us to strive for wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation in all things. To illustrate, let's consider an anecdote. Imagine a man who lost his job unexpectedly. He could wallow in self-pity, or he could take a stoic approach. Accept the fact that he cannot change what happened. Focus on what he can control, like updating his resume, reaching out to his network, learning new skills. And pursue virtue by maintaining a positive attitude, demonstrating resilience, and treating others with respect despite his own hardships. This is the Stoic way. It's not about suppressing emotions or ignoring hardships. It's about recognizing our power and choosing how we respond to them. It's about understanding what truly matters and what doesn't. It's about learning to let go of the things we cannot change and focusing our energy on the things we can. In the grand juggling act of life, Stoicism teaches us not to juggle, but to prioritize and accept. It's about finding balance, not by adding more balls to the air, but by carefully choosing which ones to keep in our hands. How does Stoicism help us balance our lives better, you ask? Well, it's all about understanding the principles of this ancient philosophy and applying them to our modern-day challenges. Stoicism encourages us to focus on what we can control and accept what we can't. This simple yet profound concept can bring about a vast transformation in our lives. It can help us reduce stress, improve satisfaction, and achieve a better balance in life. Let's consider a real-life scenario to illustrate this point. Imagine you're stuck in traffic on your way to work. You're running late and the frustration is building up. Now, in this situation, what can you actually control? You certainly can't control the traffic, but you can control your reaction to it. Instead of letting the frustration consume you, you can choose to accept the situation and use the time to listen to a podcast or simply enjoy a moment of calm before a busy day. This is a small example, but the same principle applies to bigger challenges in life. You may not have control over a global pandemic or economic downturn, but you can control how you respond to it. You can choose to focus on maintaining your health, learning new skills, or supporting your community. Stoicism also teaches us to value what we have. In a society obsessed with more money, more success, more possessions, Stoicism reminds us that the key to contentment lies not in having more, but in valuing what we already have. It encourages us to appreciate the simple things in life: a beautiful sunrise, a good book, a meaningful conversation. Remember, our life is like a pendulum that swings between the past and the future. But Stoicism teaches us to stop the pendulum and live in the present, to not fret over past mistakes or worry about future uncertainties, but to live and enjoy the now. So to strike a better balance in life, let's embrace Stoicism. Let's focus on what we can control, accept what we can't, and value what we have. Because as we've learned, Stoicism isn't about having it all, it's about valuing what you have. So how can you incorporate Stoicism into your life? Well, let's delve into some practical steps to help you live a more stoic life. Firstly, practice mindfulness. This is about being present in the now, being aware of what is happening around you and within you without judgment. This doesn't mean we ignore our thoughts and feelings, but we observe them, acknowledge them, and let them pass. This can help us react less impulsively to situations, allowing us to respond with more wisdom and less emotion. Secondly, set realistic expectations. Stoics believe that many of our disappointments stem from expecting too much from the world and from ourselves. By setting realistic expectations, we can prevent unnecessary frustration and disappointment. This doesn't mean we shouldn't aim high, but we should be aware that the world doesn't owe us anything. We should strive for our goals, but accept that there are things beyond our control. Thirdly, pursue personal growth. Stoicism teaches that we should constantly strive to better ourselves, not for the sake of external validation, but for our own sake. This involves continuous learning, self-reflection, and taking responsibility for our actions. It's about becoming the best version of ourselves, not just for us, but for the people around us too. Finally, practice resilience. The Stoics believe that we should not be swayed by external circumstances, but should instead focus on our internal state. This means developing a resilient mindset that allows us to maintain our composure and tranquility, even in the face of adversity. These practices can significantly improve your life balance. They can help you cultivate a sense of peace and fulfillment, regardless of the external circumstances. They can help you navigate life's ups and downs with grace and resilience. Remember, the Stoic way isn't about perfection, but about progress. So don't be discouraged if you don't get it right all the time. The key is to keep trying, to keep learning, and to keep growing. That's what living a Stoic life is all about. Embracing Stoicism might not make life easier, but it can make it more meaningful. We've journeyed together exploring the struggle for balance, the principles of Stoicism, and the practical steps to integrate these principles into our everyday lives. The path towards balance is not a straightforward journey. It's a winding road filled with challenges and triumphs. But the beauty of Stoicism is that it equips us with the tools to navigate this journey, to face the storms of life with resilience and composure, to find peace amidst chaos. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and to accept what we cannot. It's about understanding that our reactions, our emotions, our thoughts, these are within our power. The external events, the ups and downs, the twists and turns, these are beyond our control. By accepting this, we can find balance, we can find peace. This is the essence of Stoicism, the heart of a balanced life. It's not about eliminating emotions or becoming indifferent to the world. No, it's about understanding our emotions, acknowledging them, and not letting them control us. It's about being present, being mindful, being aware. It's about finding contentment in simplicity, finding happiness in the present moment, not in the elusive future or the irretrievable past. Stoicism is not a quick fix, it's a lifelong journey. It's a mindset, a philosophy, a way of life. It's about finding balance amidst the constant ebb and flow of life, finding stillness amidst the noise. It's about becoming the best version of ourselves, not for the world, but for ourselves. If you've found this video helpful or inspiring, we invite you to like, subscribe, and become part of our growing community. Until next time, stay balanced, stay stoic. Embrace the journey, embrace the struggle, and remember, the path towards balance is a journey, not a destination. Keep going, keep growing, and remember, you're not alone in this journey. We're all in this together. Stay balanced, stay stoic,